Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Gary and thanks for joining me today for this acoustic session where we're going to be looking at Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. It's a great piece. It features some fingerstyle guitar but also some strumming of chords. It's good for sort of intermediate players, maybe some beginners as well. I'll show you a couple of sort of workarounds for some of the parts if you're still newer to playing. If you're enjoying the lessons, please do subscribe. It's free. It just means that you'll get to see new content. I've got loads of stuff planned for acoustic and electric guitars. Anyway, let's get into this one. We'll get nice and up close. Okay, so we're in really nice and up close for this. Hopefully you can see everything. I've got a capo at the 2nd fret and I'll refer to all chords and positions from the capo as if it were the nut. We're in standard tuning for this one, and we're starting with a C chord, and what I'm doing is I'm going from a C. I take my first finger off the C chord, you get C major 7, and I'm just pinching on the 2nd string, the open 2nd string, and the root note, the C note. Get that, and then hammering my first finger back on the 2nd string, 1st fret. You can play the single note there, or you can repeat the root note. And then what we do is we go to a G, but it's a G, but if you know the full G chord that we play, where we sometimes hold the 1st and 2nd strings down there at the 3rd fret, it's more like that, except I'm actually really emphasizing my 3rd finger, which is playing the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So we're going from the C, and then I'm playing that 3rd fret of the 2nd string plus the 3rd fret of the 6th string, the G root note. So all together, slowly, we've got this. And then all I'm going to do is just pick down on the 2nd string and the 3rd string. So that's the first part. Next we'll look at the second part of this, and here we're going to move up the fretboard. So I've got my first finger on the 5th string. There, it's at the 9th fret on the guitar. And I've got my 3rd finger on the 2nd string at the 10th fret. And again, I'm just pinching those two notes together. And then I'm sliding that down. And I'm just opening up the gap. So I've got my 3rd finger now on the 9th fret of the 2nd string, and my 1st finger is on the 7th fret of the guitar, that is, rather, not from the capo. And you can also just pick, like we did before, those open strings, or the open B string. Just really filling in between the movement with those, just keep it going. So all together we've got this. So all together we've got this. So all together we've got this. this phrase really, this motif sort of runs throughout the song. It's probably sort of 80–90% of the song. So once you've got this down, you know, you're a big way through getting the song covered. What's going on really there? We've got the C major 7 to C chord. That's going to a G, and then it's an E minor up to a D really. And if you're new to the guitar and you're not comfortable with the part I've just showed you, then you could always just start by strumming those chords. There's a slight variation on that comes in. I think it comes in once at the beginning and maybe towards the end of the track too. So we play the motif we just played, and then instead of going like, we go. So same shape I've just showed you, but this time I'm taking my pinky up to the 12th fret of the 2nd string. And I'm also playing the 5th string there as well, you'll notice. And then we slide down to where we were, again, same position that we were before. But this time my pinky comes up to the 10th fret of the 2nd string. So that, very slowly, I just play that part through. So if you want to sound like the record, then include that part, but you know, you could probably play it without, it'd be fine. So I'll just sort of strum a few bars just to give you a feel for the song. So it's not in my key to sing this, but I usually play it without a capo. You got a fast car, and I want a ticket to anywhere, and maybe we'll make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better now. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose, and maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove. Just keeps going around like that. Okay, for our chorus then, so we've come out of the verse. And I remember when we were, come out like that. And I remember when we were driving. And what I do is I tend to just, I almost don't know I'm doing it really, but slide down probably from the 12th fret just to give it a bit of feel as you come into the chorus. Well, I remember when we were driving, and then straight into a C chord there. Driving in your car. So what I'm doing, I'm strumming. I've not got a pick because I've been doing fingerstyle, so I'm just strumming the chords with the back of my nails. So we're on to C. Driving in your car. G. Felt like I was drunk. E minor. City lights lay out before us. D. London that's wrapped around my shoulder. And I. C. Down to E minor. Have a feeling. C down to E minor again. Up to D. And then C to D. And then back to the. So they're really simple chords, those. You need to play them with a bit of feel. It's a contrast to the very mellow and gentle fingerstyle part during the verse. So you need that sort of black and white, that shade within the song. You're coming from this delicate. Into the next verse. just on those chorus chords, when you're playing the D, you can, as you can in lots of pop songs, you could sort of take your pinky on and off at the 3rd fret to give us a D sus4. So maybe around, I don't know, the part in the chorus where the lyrics go, a feeling that I belong. So just to sort of colour up the chords, but that's an option. You don't need to do that. Okay, so I'll just run through those chorus strumming chords again. We've come out of our verse and we're straight into it. C, G, E minor, D, and then we can sort of do our sus4. C, E minor, C, E minor, up to our D, and then C to D, and then back to our verse. So right at the very end of the song, it finishes on a piece. It's based on that motif that we've been playing around our C chord, and it just goes like this. It's as simple as that. So you could maybe even strum the G chord to make more of it to fill up the end, or play like the bigger G chord. So that's it, that's Fast Car by Tracy Chapman, a great song which is also great fun to play. I hope you've enjoyed the lesson, and thanks again for joining me on the channel. If you are enjoying these classes, these lessons, then please subscribe. It's free to do so, it just helps me to grow this, and in the meantime, enjoy your playing, and I'll see you soon.